Well, now that we have some baseline things established as to what Charlotte would like to get out of this as your mother and what you'd like to get out of it, I know you both shared that there are some, you know, dysfunctional things going on in the home, especially when it comes to your communication style, and how she prompts you to do something as your parent, and you know how James responds to you as your child. And so, Charlotte, if it's okay with you, I want to really explore maybe what happened the last time when you had directed James to do something and he wasn't as responsive. Would that be okay with you? We explore that a little bit.
Yes, I asked him to go and clean out the litter box, and he just keeps doing like he's doing. He won't go do it. It's everywhere, like everywhere. And it's just, if he wants to keep the cat, he needs to keep the litter box clean. I mean, the turds are out there and they are like turning white because he just doesn't seem to get that it needs to be cleaned. It's nasty.
So
It's just nasty.
So what I'm hearing from your perspective as, you know, the person in charge of this household is you're okay with the cat being there and you understand that's James's pet, but you'd like him to take some more responsibility in cleaning up after that
Correct.
animal. James, from your perspective, why is this cat important to you?
I mean, the cat's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's my cat.
Mm-hmm.
It needs me.
So, are there things that you ask the cat to do?
No,
You haven't
I
taught
don't talk to the cat.
any tricks or anything?
I mean, no.
Okay.
The cat like brings the ball back to me when I throw it. Is that what you're talking about?
Mhm.
Playing games?
How would you, what would you feel like if you asked a cat to get up or go get a ball or something and it didn't respond to you? What would that feel like to you as the cat's parent?
How would I be asking the cat to go get a ball? Like, I mean, the cat wants to play. I'm not trying to make the cat do something it doesn't want to do when it doesn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I let the cat do what it wants to do.
Okay, so no rules or boundaries with the cat.
No,
Okay.
no, it's a cat.
So, Charlotte, the last time that you asked James to clean up, let's start with kind of step one of what that looked like in your communication with James, so I can understand what those exchanges looked like and how you all communicate when something like that comes up in your household.
Well, I had repetitively asked him, and I busted in his door, and he's laying there playing a video game or whatever he does in his bedroom, and he told me he didn't feel like cleaning the cat litter box. And I don't feel like that I am responsible at this point because it's his cat. Part of the deal of keeping the cat was he's got to keep up with the cat's litter, he's got to feed the cat, and things like that. The cat's always in his room when he's in his room, and so the cat's his cat. It's not my cat.
Mm-hmm. So let's break that down even a little bit further. What specifically did you ask him? How did you direct him to fulfill that chore?
Basically, get his ass up and go do it.
Mm-hmm. And those were the words you had used with him?
Yes,
Okay.
because I was frustrated.
Mm-hmm. And so do you think when using those words, maybe frustration got mixed with them and part of the message was lost?
Maybe.
Okay. James, what, from your perspective, is there anything about that last interaction that you'd like to fill the gaps in about?
No, she comes in, I'm right in the middle of something, and she wants me to stop, and she's yelling at me and wants me to do what she wants me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it matter what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm. How do you view your role in this household with your mom, with the two of you?
I mean, she tells me what to do. I go to school.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. So when you say your mom tells you what to do, dang a parent for telling a kid what to do, right?
All the time. Get up, eat, go to school. Do your homework. It's always something,
Mhm.
all the time.
Do you feel that you're able to do those things without direction?
Yes. How about, how are you? It's all the time.
So you want to feel maybe some more genuine check-ins about how you're doing and less
Yeah,
direction.
she don't know me. She's just yelling at me.
Okay. Are there other people you feel that are constantly on your back about things?
No,
Yes,
just
Mom.
her. All the time. All the time.
When's the last time you think that you and Mom had a good experience about something? Can you recall the last time that you all had a positive experience about something?
It must be. There was one day we were living with my grandparents and my grandma made ice cream and we all sat there and ate ice cream together and made funny faces at each other and just laughed.
So there have been some times that y'all have been able to have good, positive, happy interactions.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that somewhere you'd like to get back to being?
Yeah. We just live in the same house.
So do you think there's any responsibility on your part, anything that you can do to help get to that point?
I'm there.
So you think, not responding to what your parents asked you to do helps facilitate positive moments?
Man, I take care of my cat. I'm gonna take care of the cat. I do. It's just not always exactly when she wants me to.
So Charlotte, from a parent perspective, what would you like to see happen if you can move into tomorrow and things looked different and you were asking James to do something? What would that look like for you?
For him to actually do what I ask him to do.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to constantly ask him to do it over and over again and it not get done.
And do you think that you might be open to us meeting one-on-one at some point and talking about some differences in parenting approaches that could help set the stage for you to be successful in those things?
Yeah, cause I love him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love where we are.
So it sounds like both of you are identifying that there have been some happy times, but where you currently are is not a happy place for you.
Right.
And so, would you both be willing moving forward to think about, through the course of your weeks when these things happen, to really, jot down those interactions between each other, file them away in your mind if you're good at remembering details, and then when you come back to therapy, we can really break those down and look at how we might use different methods of communication and responses with one another to be more successful in communicating our feelings and also understanding our roles as parent and child in a household. Is that something you all might be willing to do?
I think so. We
Sure.
can try.
Okay, all right. Well, I have our next appointment scheduled for next Wednesday. And then Charlotte, we'll schedule time for you and I to meet where we can talk about some of those parenting techniques one-on-one that might help you in your approach to working with James in your household as a parent.
Okay.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.